websites, also social media, word of mouth, local market and events, collaborations and partnerships. With a competitive analysis, we have so many organizations who are engaged in beekeeping. Actually, we have Bee4 Development Ghana, which is a suburb of Bees for Development UK, which is a global organization which is aimed at using beekeeping to provide or to help solve poverty, which is the aim of the Sustainable Development Goals. But we, as Golden Bee Haven, is more concerned with using beekeeping to help solve or help maintain the rate at which illegal mining is destroying our country. So we are looking at long-term income, sustainable income as well. This is our team, myself, and Eric Techi at Accra, who is a lecturer with Valley View University Agribusiness Department, and Stephen Edu is with Bees for Development Ghana, who is a beekeeper as well. With the financial projections and key metrics, year 1 we are looking at 30,000 income with 100 customers. Year 2 we are looking at $75,000 with 200 customers, and year 3 $150,000 with 400 customers. With the income generation sources, we are going to make use of honey sales, other bee products such as bee pollen, the propolis, and the royal jelly as well, together with the bee wax, which is used in the textile industries, the cosmetic industry, and also the pharmaceutical industry as well, with a conversion rate of over 75%. With the current status, we are actually at the idea stage, but together with my team members who are already in the field, we've been able to secure some farms with local farmers who are ready to use their farms to pilot this initiative. And with the next steps, we are going to establish apiary operations and training programs. We are going to use the funds in establishing apiary infrastructure and purchasing beekeeping equipment. We are going to make use of training materials and websites as well. I ask, with the budget overview, we are looking at $22,000, with $5,000 going to training workshops, $10,000 going to beekeeping equipment like the beehives, and the smoker and the other equipment as well. With the protective gear, we are looking at $3,000. Kindly go back. Monitoring and evaluation with $2,000. All right. So with the Golden Bee Haven, our aim or our motto is buzzing towards a brighter future. So together with Golden Bee Haven, kindly join me, and together let's help solve illegal mining in Ghana. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Joseph Yeboah. Judges, let's hear from you.
Please go back to the slide of your revenue. Okay. So you're saying in your first year you are anticipating revenue of $30,000.
Yes,
okay. If we are converting to cedis, it means that from 100 people, you would then be expecting 375 cedis per month, because I have $30,000. If I'm using 60 cedis, that's 480,000 for the year, right? So every month you are expecting to sell 40,000 worth of product. Yes. What exactly are you selling, and who are you selling that to?
Okay, so I made earlier I made mention of, mostly with beekeeping, people are conversant with honey, but actually we have bee wax from honey, the whole hive as well. We have propolis, we have the royal jelly, and we have the bee wax. So pharmaceutical companies uses some of these products, especially with the honey and the pollen and also the propolis. The textiles company and the cosmetic industries also uses the wax in production as well. So we are going to sell to these industries and companies together with the food industry as well to generate this income. Actually, with one of our team members, who is Mr. Stephen Edu, he works with the Bees for Development Ghana, an organization aimed at using beekeeping to help solve poverty. So they already have that market already in place to help us reach these customers.
Okay, I think I would have loved to see some numbers around that, because 70% of your revenue is coming from honey.
Yes.
So from what you're saying, I'm expecting, if I had seen some numbers around saying the wax has a higher cost, then it means in terms of volume, you are receiving more money from there. But I'm not seeing that, so I'm not being able to understand realistically how the numbers are going to come. But that's fine. That's fine. I think it's okay. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. A very, very interesting idea. I'm going to build on that a little bit and just ask if you have assessed the cost of what it would be to set up like one farm with the equipment they need. Like how much would that cost relative to how much money you would make from the products on the plot? And are you charging the farmers at all for setting up on their farm? Like, are you asking them to sell their space, or are you doing this for free and then just taking the revenue from the products that you're selling?
Okay, so since we are going to convince them to give us access to their farms, we are actually initially going to give them some funds to support them in purchasing the hives and the other equipment. Yes, and we are also going to help them get access to the customers as well, to be able to sell their products in generating their income. You're welcome.
Can you elaborate more on the skills training you plan on providing in your first year?
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. So with the skills training, farmers in these mining areas lack the skills in beekeeping. So we are actually going there with skilled trainers together with Mr. Stephen Edu, who is already skilled in the beekeeping. He's a master beekeeper. So together with him and other skilled beekeepers, we are going to train them on how to manage the hives, and also how to harvest honey from the hives, and also to make good use of how to get the quality honey and other bee products, and separating them differently for the market as well.
Perfect, thank you. And I'll just note that I love your slogan as well, buzzing towards a brighter future. Thank you so much.
Founder of Golden Bee Haven, Joseph Yeboah. Let's put our hands together for him. Next, we have the founder of Starry Skies, and they produce ready-to-eat African sauces and meats, addressing the lack of convenient, healthy, traditional food with long shelf life. Their products cater to the growing market of busy individuals, students, and the diaspora, offering preservative-free, protein-rich options. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Dabie.
Hello, my name is Michael Dabie, the CEO and the co-founder of Starry Skies. So Starry Skies, please, sorry. So Starry Skies produces ready-to-eat chef's table African cuisines, such as soups, stews, and meat, in flexible and in tin cans. Ghana faces food security threat. Yet, post-harvest losses of Ghanaian veggies and yams are more than $1.9 billion. Our farm produce go waste because we do not process them. Let me tell you a story. When I was at the university, getting ready to eat stews were not available. In fact, cooking was so difficult that sometimes we have to buy the expensive food like that. And then when I started working, I was so busy such that by the time I come home, I do not have these stews available. And then when I started traveling outside the country, sometimes I wish I could eat our Ghanaian foods, but they were not available. So we also have to know that 80% of Ghanaian diet are eaten with stews and soups. Yet, these stews and soups are not available in the supermarket. And they cannot last long without refrigeration. Cooking African dishes is really time-consuming, stressful, and difficult. Most of you will bear with me if you want to produce palm nut soup or any other soup. It takes a lot of time. The time of going to the market, planning, going to the market, and going even to the kitchen to produce these stews takes so much time. Meal in the open market, which is the next option, is a mess. Buying a meal from a chop bar is just like going on a blind date. You do not know what is in it because they do not have FDA approval and no information on the content. But there's a better way. Can you imagine if you have a stew like this? So if you have a stew like this, you have your protein, everything inside. So Starry Skies produces Starry Skies anytime stew, which is trusted form of African innovative packaging in cans, very convenient, healthier and all natural ingredients with a extended shelf life. It's rooted in the African culture. There's a demonstration, but because of time, I cannot go into that. So now there's a big opportunity for us because today we can see most African countries are emerging with upper classes and middle class who want convenient foods. Today we can also see the global health concern that we talk about all the time because lifestyle diseases such as diabetes and hypertension kills more people than even HIV. And then we also can see the migration. Today, more Africans travel than before, and when they travel, they want to eat their traditional foods. So there's a high demand for our product. Convenient food market grows 8.1 annually, with a TAM of 1.6 billion, sum of 500 million, and with our products, we are anticipating a sum of $150 million. Our competitive analysis, we compete on meals with protein, complete with protein, shelf life, ready to eat, cultural and healthy. Starry Skies is the king of all this, including which most of you know do not have ready to eat foods, and then they are also what do you call that? They are not ready to eat, they do not have protein. When you look at GB foods, they do not have proteins and they are not ready to eat too. Chop bars and restaurants, which are competitors, they do not have shelf-stable products and they are not too healthy because we don't know how they made them. Our business model, the average cost of producing our product is $2 and we sell them at $4 with a gross margin of 50% and a net margin of 25%. We anticipate that by the first year, we'll be able to produce 100,000 USD, and by the third year, we should be able to produce $1.2 million. Primary market research has been done. A minimum viable product has also been done. Fortunately, we have 5% tax-free for agro-processing companies in Ghana. And then several retail shops are already ordering for our product. Our go-to-market strategy is we're going to partner with a lot of retail shops. We do e-commerce, and then we do digital and social media marketing, and then we launch and then sell and do promotion and discount on campuses and any other place where we can have the masses. We also do radio and TV adverts, influencers, sales, and billboards. Our team, myself, I'm a biochemist with MBA in marketing. Henrietta is chartered economist and has worked in the bank for the past 10 years. Abigail is an environmentalist and he has MBA in finance. He has worked with mining companies for the past 10 years. Linda is a chef and has worked with Golden Tulip for the past 10 years. We are asking for 100,000 USD for 15% stake in Starry Skies to set up a factory, buy machineries, launch our product, and expand our operation. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Michael, Dabie. Judges, let's hear from you.
What is the shelf life of your products right now?
What is it?
The shelf life.
Yeah, so it's not a study, but based on our theory and everything, this one has lasted for the past 3 months and it's still stable. But we project that at least we should have 1 year or more shelf life.
Okay, thank you.
And how are you determining that like assumption that it will last that long?
How do I determine the shelf life?
Yeah, like if you haven't yet tested it for that period of time, how can you confirm for sure?
So I have a lot of these samples already, and I have date on them, and I keep them open in the normal conditions, and then every week I test and then compare with those that I've put in the deep freezer to see whether there's a taste change and ideally how this product works is that the microbes, if the microbes, this thing is not sterile, what will happen is that it will blow up. The microbes will produce, chemicals that will expand the product, and it will already show you that it's not wholesome.
So you're going based on like visuals and taste, or are you actually testing chemically like the elements?
Yes, so I'm also doing that. In tech, we have stability test, which is also ongoing. So we are also doing that.
You stated that you've started selling.
Not yet.
You've not started selling.
Yes, but I have samples that I'm studying. But a lot of people are ordering. I mean, a lot of shops. I've talked to them and. Already they are ordering, except that unfortunately I want to have some approvals before I can.
So you don't have the FDA approvals and all of that?
I'm in the process.
You're in the process, okay.
Yes.
So in terms of those who are ordering now, on what basis are they ordering? Because they've sampled the product?
Yes, so based on the concept, the fact that it's very convenient, the fact that it has protein ready to eat. If we could see the demonstration, it means that you can even go to work with your rice, you just open it, or somebody will decide to just microwave or even put it in the warm water, or even can use it just like that, just like the way we do sardine and the rest. So based on the concept and then the sample, and then based on the research and the interaction I have with people, a lot of, in fact, I've also given some to people to taste and to use. And anyone who does that almost order new one, except that I can't do that on commercial basis.
In terms of pricing points,
yeah.
What are the current considerations? So if I'm buying stew from somebody, or if I'm making stew myself,
okay.
And if I'm buying this product, what are the price differences between those two?
So this one has everything. In fact, it's all natural. It doesn't have any preservative, and it has protein. It has beef. So this sample like this can go for between 20 to 25 cedis. Which is moderate, but we have larger ones.
That serves one meal, or how many meals?
It depends on the individual, but for students, I think most of them can be economical and used 2 times.
Okay.
And for household, maybe one meal. But there are several sizes.
Okay. Last question. In terms of the orders that you have received, what would you say the volumes are?
Yes. In fact, the projection of 1.2 million in my third year. 650,000 students who are in tertiary institutions, and this product are used on daily basis. So based on that, and then looking at the Africa and the diaspora, we have over 3 million, even just Ghanaian outside. I've talked to a lot of them there, and it's super. Okay. When we look at busy executives like bankers, even Accra here, you know how people always spend a lot of time in traffic and all that. So based on all that and the fact that we do not have anything like this in the supermarket, I believe that even my estimation it should be an understatement.
Sorry, I said last question. One more question. Yeah. You said you are producing stew now.
So
what other things are being produced?
Sauces. So we do. This one is called ready to eat tomato beef stew.
Okay.
So we are also doing canned what do you call it? Palm nut soup.
Okay.
Soup, ready to eat soup. And some others that I want to reserve for now for business purposes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Let's put our hands together for Michael Dabie. Next, we have Ad Brand Ventures. It's an e-commerce platform focused on selling high-quality made-in-Ghana products. They offer a wide range of natural goods, providing convenience for customers who value locally made, healthy options. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Dora, Naana, Addotey.
Good afternoon, judges. Good afternoon, everyone. I appreciate the opportunity to be here to talk about something that is solving real-life problems. So before I begin my presentation, permit me to tell you the story of a beautiful mother who had children, has children, is married, and was looking for a natural juice which is made right here in Ghana. I must add that she's a locavore, somebody who likes to explore or go for, as much as possible, only homegrown products. So the lady, her name is Akia. She looks for natural juice which is made right here for about a year in the second largest city in Ghana, but couldn't find it. She was tempted to think that the products are not available. After a year, she chances on a Kumfi natural juice. You can only imagine her excitement. Finally, she found it. She got as much as she could, only to go back a few months later and realize that the products were not available. Okay, maybe the shops didn't have it right, so she decided to visit the other supermarkets, all the leading supermarkets in the second largest city where she resided. From shop to shop, not only did she get disappointed, she got a broken heart because the supermarkets in Ghana hardly even had Ghana-made products, not to talk of natural products. And when she researched, she realized that supermarkets in Ghana stock only up to 26% of our own homegrown products. Isn't that heartbreaking enough? A few years down the line, she chances on a Kumfi juice because a friend decided to pose and take a picture to share on Facebook. What do you think Akia did? Of course, she immediately contacted this guy. And the guy said, oh, it is a woman by my area in Accra, which is the largest city in Ghana. How can somebody move from Kumasi to Accra? How would I even know the shop? As a typical Kumasi girl, I am even struggling to find my way with my physical presence. So imagine me being in Kumasi and wanting to access this product. Immediately, we knew that there was a difficult access to Ghana-made products. And if you go to the supermarket, like I mentioned earlier, it only tells that as a nation, we are over-reliant on imported products. Let's see what Akia decided to do. And that is actually what led to the birthing of Add Brand Ventures, where we add wellness and flavor to you the Ghanaian way. So the vision of Add Brand is to be the leading e-commerce platform. We want to provide e-commerce platform to deal with the problem of difficult access so that no matter where you find yourself in Ghana, you can access these products. The vision is to also ensure that we are providing a reliable platform, something we're already in talks with Hyperweb Solutions, one of the best IT solution companies in Ashanti region and in Ghana. What we seek to do is to conveniently serve you with natural made in Ghana products. So all you need to do, go to any of our social media handles with a click and you receive your products. Isn't that easy? So this is beautiful Akia, and those are the problems I talked about. So how is Add Brand doing it? Add Brand is having exclusive partnerships with local manufacturers who fit our natural and quality criteria. So they produce the juice, but we have exclusive partnerships with them. Recently, Add Brand had a food processor of one of the major products on their platform coming to them to talk to them because there were some issues with a few of the products they had supplied. Add Brand e-commerce, of course, even right now, you can just go to Facebook, you would find us there. Our website is still under development because we are still building our business. And we are providing you with a wide range. So we started with a Kumfi natural juice, and then we added on with niche, and then we added Jamith natural roll-on, and then we are with Blue Skies. And I have to add that since Add Brand got onto this physical program, we have had about 5 people already contacting us. Add Brand is the real deal to help businesses. So our target market, we are looking like people like Akia, who want something natural, who want something homegrown for themselves and for their families. We are looking at Pan-Africans. I believe you have quite a number of us around. And we are looking at tourists and experts, like our sisters who came from Canada. Remember, one of them made a comment about Ghanaian dishes. Who remembers? The person said the food is amazing. If you haven't tried these products, you have to, so that your amazing would be. Okay, so let me run. So our market analysis, this is how we advertise. Please, can you turn so that they will see? We have our contact, we do t-shirts so that they go out. Please come to the site. They go out and then we give them to our customers who wear them, and we get calls as a result of these things we do. So digital, you can find us ADD Products and Services. We are going to make money from the sales of the businesses, the products that we have on our platform. Let me introduce you to the team who have been able to build 400 customer base and counting. The team has a combined experience of 3 decades and a half, spanning through digital marketing, a bit of banking experience, sales and marketing, pharmacy, and then finance. Of course, we have about 6 people who work with us on part-time basis as and when it becomes necessary. We are here asking you to support us with an amount of 155,000 Ghana cedis for smooth and efficient distribution of the products. We are here to say that if you support Ad Brand, you are not only killing one bird with 2 stones, you are killing one bird with, you are killing just several birds with just a stone, and that stone happens to be Ad Brand. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you. I'm just going to request of the tech team, if you could please just put up the financials or revenue slide to just sit there, please. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I just want to request that just so that we have it up while we're doing our questions. Just because we didn't have time to dive into it too much, have you sold stuff on the platform to date? Or I know you said it's still in development, but have you had the opportunity to test that with a low fidelity prototype?
Yes, thank you very much. So we have had the opportunity, like I mentioned earlier, we have about 400 customers and counting. We have sold over 4,000 cartons of just this juice. And currently, I think from January to date, our revenue, it's over 450,000 Ghana cedis. Yes, so yes, we have made some really good sales.
And to add on to that, what percentage of the sale do you take, and what goes to the producer themselves?
So when we started, because we were little and I had no money, we were operating at a profit margin of just about 5%. Currently, we are doing 15%, and then when we get the needed funds, we'll be able to move, because we are growing, we are able to do better negotiations, and we'll be able to do at 30% profit margin of the products. Please come again. 30, yeah, right.
What was the exact net profit for the first year?
The exact
Net profit for the first year.
The exact net profit was just was about 13%. I don't remember the figure offhand.
Okay.
Yes.
Who are your bankers, if you don't mind?
EcoBank.
Why are you not doing a collaboration with EcoBank?
So EcoBank has actually approached me.
Okay.
But they requested for some things we couldn't provide. So they said they will be monitoring my accounts, and then when it grows to a certain point, we can have that conversation again. Okay. So yes, we've had that conversation.
So there's a possibility of partnering with your bankers?
Absolutely.
Okay. In acquiring the van, you're thinking of acquiring a van, but I'm looking at this project like a nationwide project, because it's a website, so anybody can go on there and make an order. Where exactly are you planning to operate the van, and what is your plan for other customers in other areas where the van is not going to be physically present?
Thank you very much. So what the van is going to do, this actually came up during my mentoring and coaching with the bosses. And the reason we need the van is, like I mentioned, we have over 400 customers currently. There are about, I don't want to exaggerate, but there are about 30 customers we are not able to serve because we don't have the van. We have to be able to reach out. And Ghanaians are not willing to move. They want you to bring it. So that is the challenge, and that is the main reason we need the van. For the e-commerce, that is the larger picture, so that irrespective of where you find yourself, we want to bring the manufacturers and the buyers together. So if, for example, madam, you want a comfy juice, just go to addbrandventures.com, and then you place an order and it will be delivered to you, because what we are doing is that we want to partner with Flip Delivery and other companies, so that when you place an order, it links you to the nearest vendor, the vendor supplies you your product, everybody is happy, and our brand is growing. Thank you very much.
I have just a quick question.
I'm sorry.
How many local Ghanaian products have you spoken with? Like, how many producers have you spoken with of those products?
Please say that again.
How many Ghanaian vendors or products owners have you spoken with about being on board?
Over 10. In fact, the interesting thing is now we are not speaking to them. They are coming to us. When I started, I was speaking to them. But as we are growing, we are not speaking to them. They are coming to us. So now currently we have over 10. And even in this program, I've had conversations with about 5 companies who would like to partner with us. Thank you.
Dora, Naana, Addotey, Ad Brand Ventures. Let's put our hands together for her. Next, we have Keldork Global Innovations. They are into addressing health challenges in Ghana's mining communities with a KGI app, offering affordable telemedicine services for HIV and non-communicable diseases. The app provides drug delivery, personalized AI-powered medicine, and equally reduces stigma through fever hospital visits. Keldork Global Innovations. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for Kekeli Yao.
Hello everybody, I am Kekeli Yao Dorkenoo. Judges, I want you to just ask yourself one question. If today you tested positive for HIV or a non-communicable disease, how easy would you find it to visit your hospitals every day for the rest of your life? How easy would you find it to take drugs for the rest of your life? Would you find it easy to remember? Come with me. Good. So, persons living with chronic conditions in Ghana are faced with difficulty in their healthcare management. Now, climate health is another big deal because due to illegal mining, we have climate health issues in some of these zones. Now, this problem that we've identified borders on 3 things. Inaccessibility due to the high cost of transport to hospitals. We also have time constraints because in Ghana, the average waiting time in a hospital is around 1 hour in terms of the government hospitals. Also, we have long distance or viral load laboratories are quite far from most of these health centers. Secondly, we have issues with inadherence. Due to forgetfulness, you would realize that sometimes your doctors tell you take this 3 times a day and sometimes you tend to forget and skip dosages. Again, we have ART drug side effects, which makes some of these drugs that the patients are taking quite very difficult for them and uncomfortable to manage. The drug measurements too are quite complex for them to take. Lastly, we have the stigmatization issues, not from the populace alone, but from the health workers themselves. And also we have social isolation issues. Now, for you to get a clear idea of how big this problem is, currently we have 755,000 plus persons living with HIV and non-communicable diseases combined in Ghana. HIV alone has an infection rate of 20,000 persons per year, so the figures keep going up. Out of these figures you are seeing, 13,000 people die of HIV every year. And just like one of the pictures said, non-communicable diseases, kidney and co, counting for 45% of mortality rates in Ghana. What then is the solution? With our current government and other governments championing digitization, we are coming up with a digital health product, which is in the form of an app and a USSD platform to specifically tackle the first 3 issues that I mentioned. So in terms of inaccessibility, we are going to solve it with last mile drug delivery services, where we are going to use eco-friendly logistics services to deliver drugs to the comfort of their homes. Based on the government providing a resource called Lightwave Health Information Management System, we can simply use integration to offer remote drug request for patients, and the doctors can remotely communicate with them. One of the core themes of this E-Jobs4All is economic empowerment. Indeed, High cost of healthcare in Ghana causes what we call catastrophic health expenses, which comes in the form of transportation, just to name a few. We also have virtual nursing in the form of AI-powered personalized medicine, algorithm-based, and we will be curbing the stigmatization issue through our U is equal to initiative, and then our app will be biometrically locked. Our business model features a $3 subscription fee, which will be paid monthly, quarterly, semi-annually, or annually based on the customer preference. Our market research indicates the average cost of treatment in a hospital in terms of transport and co is around $8, whilst we are taking $3. Our unique concept features eco-friendly delivery services, AI-powered personalized medicine, as I mentioned earlier. Our market analysis indicates that in Ghana, we have a total addressable market of 350,927 HIV patients, because that's our beachhead market. Now, out of this, our sum would be 70,000. That is persons who are 18 years and beyond who have access to smartphones or YAM phone, as we call it, because we have USSD platforms too. So as a startup, we are using a 63% adoption rate, which will bring us to 37,000 patients per annum, giving us a revenue of $1,322,000 per annum. Our go-to-market strategy includes social media campaign, which is already ongoing. We also have a partnership with stakeholders, visit to hospital, and also partnership with HIV support groups and the Ghana Non-Communicable Disease Alliance. Our competitors include Glyco Group and Levent Technologies, and we stand to be different with our integration, last mile services, eco currency funded, which is one of our eco insurance we are bringing up. Our break-even unit requires us to get 19,000 patients, 573 to break even. You can see our cost, including our transportation, utilities, just to name a few right over there. Our revenue projections, indeed, we have a startup, not a venture. So we plan to, with a 12% growth rate, get 300 patients per annum, and in the first year we can make a profit of $36,000. Our traction, last year we were judged first runner-up winner in the German Falling Walls Lab, and also the first ever Ghanaian to be selected in the German Exist Fund Accelerator. This year we've been adjudged the entire Africa Ecosystem Startup Builder of the Year, which was also part project by NEIP. This is the German ambassador awarding me, and this is the recent ASEP Awards. In conclusion, we plan to tackle economic empowerment because this digital health initiative will create indirect and direct jobs. Also, we are also ensuring good health, which is one of the priorities that we need if we want people to live well. We will be also reducing inequalities because chronic conditions are stigmatized. And lastly, youth preservation, because majority of the youth are the people who are infected. This is our ask. Majority of it will be going into our product development, which is around 40%, and the rest are right over there. This is our team. With me, a certified Germany Africa consultant and 2 CTOs who have masters from South Korea and Germany in IT development. And this is Yvonne Ahili, West Africa SMEC PTY HR. She is in charge of our human resources. And I'll end this with a call to action that E-Jobs4All looks at 3 things: youth preservation, economic empowerment, and protection of the environment. Let us throw our hands behind this digital health initiative so that we can achieve these goals. Thank you.
Perfect, I can start us off. So my first question is, can you tell me more about the traction so far, sure, and if you have any success metrics on increased drug delivery, etc.?
Sure. Where do I turn it to? Hello. Okay, it's on the slide. That's why I want to use the slide. Good. So when you look at our traction 2023, right, we tested our MVP with 100 patients. Prior to that, to what we're doing with their consent, we're going to pick up drugs at the comfort from the hospitals on their behalf for as little as $30, which is for as little as 30 Ghana cedis, which we've indicated. Also, we've been able to penetrate the African market through what we organized industry events, which is the Climate Health and Digital Health Innovation Week in Ghana. We're the first to do that. Also, when you look at the bottom, we have Digital Health Week celebration coming up in November, organized by us in partnership with Transform Health to ensure that we are able to penetrate the Ghanaian and African markets. So that is how far we've come. And then we are in this year, we have been able to continue building our products. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you so much. And then
Sure.
the last question is, I saw on one of your slides you said that you have eco-friendly delivery services. Can you
Yes.
tell me what the eco-friendly part of the delivery is?
Thank you very much. Okay, so in Ghana, we have something we call e-mobility, which is being championed by Wahoo, Valerie Labi, my friend, and Issah. So they basically use e-bikes to do delivery, logistics delivery. So we are not going to use motorbikes that use fuel. We are going to outsource our logistics services to companies that use eco-friendly delivery service, means of transport. Yeah, that's what I meant. Sure. Yeah.
You said you have to subscribe to the app. Is it $3 a year?
No, it's 30 cedis per month. We use dollars to ensure that when we have foreigners, they can get what we mean. But it's 30 cedis per month.
Okay, so the $3 is $3 per month?
Yes, per month.
So you're using an exchange rate of 10 cedis?
Yes, I indicated it there.
Why?
Yeah, so we constantly use that because that is the figure we want to use. We want to use 30 cedis, but for sometimes when we are pitching, investors sometimes or foreigners don't get the currency conversion.
So you have a fixed exchange rate?
Yeah, we have that. Yeah, we have it there. I put it on the. How does?
It's fine. Don't worry.
Yeah, sure.
Did you present in terms of income demographics of people living with HIV/AIDS? Did you present anything on that?
Income demographics?
Yes.
On the part of the patients?
Yes.
No, we presented on the age 18 plus and beyond.
Okay. Have you had any research on the income demographics of people living with HIV and whether they can afford this product?
Yes, indeed. So you see the problems are identified. The high cost of transport to hospitals. So it is true that we got to know that they incur higher cost, which is around 80 cedis, because it may be affordable for you, but someone who is living far away, all right?
So they incur a cost of 80 cedis per month to visit
No,
the
so
hospital?
it's an average. No, so you may be visiting hospitals, you get me. When it comes to these diseases, the doctor can say, go and do your lab here, go and do this. So on an average, you are looking at 80 cedis. Also, we are looking at the time, they spending time that they will eat and so on and so forth. Yeah, so they don't have much of a choice. So we are even bringing it down.
Is the app running?
Yes, so right now we are expanding it. We ran an MVP.
How many people are on the app now?
100. We just used 100, like I said, 100.
Okay, so the 100 people, how did they pay for their subscription?
Oh, they just use mobile money.
Okay, can you please give me the name on the app?
No, so what I mean is we didn't put it on Goose Play. We were testing. I indicated that it's testing.
You've tested it?
Yes, with them, testing.
So they did not have to pay?
No, so they paid. It's 30 cedis. You just go and pick up the drug
Sorry,
and go and give it to them.
I'm confused.
Yeah.
You are testing the app?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So the people you are testing with, they had to pay to be on
for
the
the
app?
logistics services. They pay for the delivery. The usage of the app for your, you get me, personalized reminders, those things are free. Is that the logistics you are paying?
Okay, so when you register for the app,
yes,
you don't pay anything?
No, you don't
when
have to pay.
you are ready to have a medicine delivered to
exactly.
you. So if in the month I'm not going to have any medicine delivered to me, does it mean I don't pay?
Yes, you don't pay. And the reason why that is sustainable is this. I highlighted chronic conditions. So HIV like this, you have to go to the hospital every month to get your drug. You don't have much of a choice. When it comes to kidney, and so it's the same thing. You have to constantly be going to the hospital every month for these drugs. So
and there is research to show that if I go to the hospital once or every 3 months, I will not be able to get my supply for the 3 months. I can only get my supply for 1 month.
So usually it's from the government, it's 1 month. It's free. The HIV drugs are free. I don't know if you're aware of this.
Okay,
HIV drugs are free.
I'll check on that.
Yeah, it's free. It's free.
Thank you.
It's free.
So let me ask this.
Yes, sir.
I think it will add up to the question
Sure.
that she asked. Most of these people with living with HIV, I mean, if you don't do a research on the demographics in terms the income, research, it becomes very, very difficult because some of them might be living in remote villages and might not have access to internet.
Indeed.
Have you made available option for those people as well?
Yes, please. So when you look at the solution, please, can you help me with the slides? So on my solution, right, you see I indicated that digital health app and USSD. So yes, USSD is on the slide, but I think, yes, so this is it. Yeah, USSD.
Thank you,
Sure.
we're over time. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Kekeli.
Yeah. And before we proceed to the next person to do their presentation, the latest to join the panel of judges, ladies and gentlemen, we are privileged to have the project lead for national entrepreneurship, national alternative employment and livelihood program under the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources. Odeneho Prince, let's put our hands together for him. So next we have Gidavel Industries, an innovative digital agricultural marketplace platform that revolutionized the sector by streamlining solutions for locating and accessing resources. Gideon, Nyame, let's put our hands together for him.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Gideon Nyame. I'm the CEO and founder of Gidavel Industries. Gidavel Industries is a software development company. We develop software solutions for various industrial problems. And currently, we have identified a problem in the agric sector, and we are developing a solution to address that. So our mission is to make it easier for agricultural stakeholders to locate resources in our ecosystem and then deliver those located resources in the ecosystem to them using drones. And then also provide agricultural services such as biochemical applications over large-scale and small-scale farmlands using drones. Now, the problem we've identified currently is the difficulty to easily locate resources outside of farm groups. Farmers have a challenge of locating resources that are outside their farm groups. Farm groups are, let's say in Accra, we have a farmer has a farm group that supplies him resources. Outside of that farmer group, they are not able to locate resources easily, maybe from the Upper East. And so we want to create a platform that allows farmers from the Upper East, if they are not able to locate resources in their farmer groups, locate resources in other regions. Also, the inefficient ways of biochemical application. A lot of farmers have difficulty with the fertilizer application, and a lot of hazardous risks are attached to that. Also, logistical transport challenges due to extreme poor road conditions. We are all aware of some of the state of our roads, which are very bad, and so a farmer getting resources from Accra to Navrongo will have a challenge because of the bad roads, and so the drone services are for that delivery services. And so this is our value proposition, our digital platform using sophisticated algorithms to locate resources in our ecosystem, making it easier for stakeholders to find what they need, and then we utilize drone technologies into delivering to them. So this is our solution. This is the platform, Famivry. We are developing Famivry which is the marketplace platform to allow stakeholders to easily find resources. And then the drone delivery is Erivry, where we use these drones to deliver resources to our stakeholders. Currently, 10 out of 16 regions in Ghana are heavily industrialized when it comes to the use of, when it comes to farming. We have regions that have arable farmlands, but they are mostly in remote regions, and so there's a difficulty of them bringing their harvested produce from their various farm gates into urban centers, and because of that, there is that challenge of transportation, and so the drone delivery services is going to help solve that problem. Also, 91% of the total agricultural workforce in Ghana engage in a type of farming that will require drone delivery services for transportation due to bad roads and the cost thereof. And then 2.5 million households are engaged in agriculture who will be directly impacted positively by our solution. This is from the GSS, Ghana Statistical Service, and under the Information Directorate of the Ministry of Agriculture. So this is our market size. And then I'll go to market strategy. We want to directly engage stakeholders through exhibitions, seminars, and then local farmer groups. And then that's the plan we have for that. Digital marketing, using social media marketing, campaign ads, and also TV and radio ads, that's those media ads. Currently, we have competition in our ecosystem. A direct competitor is Farmerline, and another direct competitor is Complete Farmer. They both provide these platforms, but what they don't do is drone delivery. They don't do drone deliveries. We have indirect.
You're at time, so just hurry.
Okay. We have an indirect competitor, Sesi Technologies and SKT. Our key competitive advantage is our expert teams that have top-notch solution experience in catering for these client needs. Also, eco-friendliness. Our solution prioritizes eco-friendliness initiatives such as net zero and climate friendliness. We have a zero carbon emission solution that protects the environment while solving challenges as compared to the other competition, and also a unique industry that provides a certain kind of jobs for our youth, especially in the illegal mining areas. Okay. So FarmEvery is free. Every will be payment on delivery, and then the farm management services, which is the biochemical application with drones, will be subscription based. This is our team. We have Dr. John Ejiro-Crawford, who has 30 years of agricultural leadership experience. He's the chairman of my board. I have Mr. Emmanuel. I have Mr. Emmanuel Yeboah, who has 15 years in experience in engineering and business leadership. Myself, I have 5+ years in IT, software and data, and project management experience. I have my CEO, my legal business development manager, my finance team. Currently, we've launched.
Okay, we have to wrap it up. Sorry, we're 3 minutes over.
Okay.
All right, thank you so much, Gideon, Nyame. Let's put our hands together for him. Judges, over to you.
My question will be on your numbers. I didn't see anything about your numbers.
We are it's a solution we are currently still developing.
Yes,
so we are building an MVP that is still being tested in the market. Yes, so we are not actually live in production. So that's why I didn't want to trouble.
Do you have any forecast on the numbers?
A financial projection for the numbers? Currently, no.
Currently, no. That's fine. Then that's fine.
All right.
How is the MVP being tested?
We are testing it with proof of concept, giving farmers the app, yes, and then they are giving us positive feedbacks, and then we are doing iterative development as to what they would really want in the solution. So that's how we are testing this, and we are doing an agile iterative development.
And have you talked to farmers? Is this something that they've said they've been interested in?
Yes, we have various farmers we've spoken with, especially elite farmers who are interested in being in Accra and getting stuff, or getting resources from other regions and then being delivered to them. So we have positive feedback when it comes to farmers.
Okay, perfect. And then my last one's a bit of a oddball, but I want to challenge you to describe the problem you're solving in one sentence.
Helping farmers easily locate resources and delivering to them with drones.
Perfect, thank you.
With your presentation, you didn't speak about the charge. Are you going to charge the farmers for the services, or it's going to be free? Because you didn't
So
speak
the app is going to be free to allow all kinds of farmers to be on board on the platform. Where the charge is going to come is with the drone deliveries, where you locate your resource, you make requests, and then we deliver. That's where the delivery charges. So and then the farm management subscription services. Okay, thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much, Gideon. Nyame, let's put our hands together for him.
Next, we have Builders Echo. This is a platform designed to streamline Ghana's construction industry by improving collaboration between contractors and suppliers. It offers tools for project management, real-time market insights, inventory optimization and pricing strategies, and also reducing inefficiencies and increasing profitabilities for both parties. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you William Riafe.
Good afternoon, esteemed judges. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Riafe Akenjen William, and I'm the co-founder for Builders Echo. So our platform seeks to transform the construction industry of Ghana by enabling seamless collaboration and connection between suppliers on the other side and then building material contractors. So to give you context into the problem we're solving, let me share this with you. Imagine a green thriving farm in the head of a barren desert. The question is, how is growth possible in such an instance? Growth is only possible when there is the right resources and the right collaboration tools in the right ecosystem. Builders Echo seeks to bring the same collaboration and ecosystem in the construction industry of Ghana. Ghana's $13.2 billion construction industry is plagued with a lot of inefficiencies, and it is highly fragmented. So for small, medium-sized building material contractors like Romeo, he is constantly faced with the challenge of project delays, high cost overruns, and consistently faces lower profitability. On the other side, when you look at a building material supplier like my current employer, Vera, she constantly battles the issues of inventory management and then unpredictable material pricing in the market. A typical challenge is we are operating in Sunyani, and for instance, we may have a product's price going up from, let's say, 20 cities to 50 cities, and we may not know until, let's say, a month or two when we are running out of stock before she comes to Accra for another order. That's when we realize this is the problem. We have been selling a product that is currently selling for 50 cities for 20 cities. That is the impact that our business is facing. So the solution is a centralized digital marketplace platform that will help contractors with project management tools, real-time market insights and data, and reliable supplier networks that will always help them to achieve their project goals and milestones. On the other side, for suppliers, we will help them with optimized inventory and also help them with pricing strategy tools that will help my boss, somebody like my boss Vera, combat the issues that she has been consistently facing in terms of losing profit on the other side. So there is a product demo, but for sake of time, I will not share more on that. For contractors, we help them by helping them to reduce project delays and also help them to save up on project costs. And then also, on the other part, help them to improve efficiency and then optimization in their operations. On the other side, for suppliers, with optimized inventory management, the operations tend to improve, and that helps them to improve their growth, which is a limitation for most suppliers in the market. So there are two key target customer personas which I've been speaking about all this while, Romeo and Vera. Romeo focusing on project management execution, and then Vera with a high demand products, variety of them that she deals in, right? So the market opportunity, we did an estimation from a bottom-up approach where we looked at the core beachhead market persona, small to medium-sized contractors and building material suppliers, averaging $16 million US, and then with expansion through follow-on markets, we are looking at a serviceable available market of 1.07 billion US dollars, and then a total addressable market of 1.47 billion US dollars. We make money through transaction commissions, subscription fees from customer contractors, and then building material suppliers for access to platform tools. And then another aspect of it is detailed insights for customers who want further insights into their projects and into their businesses. And then we do that through premium analytics subscriptions as another revenue means. So our go-to-market plan is focused on direct outreach and digital campaigns. And through that, we will utilize demos as well as personalized content to convert these prospects into paying customers and then foster the use of loyalty and advocacy to ensure consistent relationships with them. Potential outcomes. In the worst case scenario, when there is limited adoption in the marketplace platform, we look at mitigating our costs and increasing focus on our high value segments to increase our returns. And in the realistic scenario, by year 3, our revenue estimated is 1.54 million US dollars. And then in the best case scenario, when there is higher adoption rates, we are going to achieve a higher target market portion. So in terms of competition, the market is plugged with a lot of marketplaces or business platforms, but then there is none that is construction specific. There is no specific industry or platform out there that is focusing on the construction industry. Hence, there is limited insights for businesses out there. We differentiate with offering construction specific integrated tools. So our team is comprised of myself, William, with expertise in construction management, Gideon in charge of our technology, Chapman in charge of logistics and supply, and then we are backed by industry expertise like Romeo, and then my boss, Vera, with combined industry expertise of over 40 years. So in terms of our financial projections, we segmented by the various revenue streams as indicated in our business model. And by year 3, we are estimating 1.54 million US dollars in revenue with 52% gross profit margin, and our EBITDA tends to increase to 30% by year 3. So the metrics that will drive our revenue is a certain number of orders, estimated at 100,000 orders with an average order value of 103 US dollars, totaling annual recurring revenue of 702 US dollars. We are seeking for 20,000 US dollars to focus on platform development and maintenance, operations and payroll, as well as marketing activities. Thank you.
Over to you, judges.
In terms of revenues, you talked about 3 things. So the mic. In terms of revenue, you talked about 3 things. If you can go back to that slide. So you have subscription.
So transaction commissions, subscription revenues for platform tool access, and then subscription analytics.
Okay.
Premium subscription analytics.
These revenues are expected from the suppliers and then
both the contractors, please. Yes,
well.
Please.
In terms of people who will be using the app, because
Yes.
what I'm seeing here is you're trying to do a collaboration between people who want to build and people
Yes.
who are selling what it takes to build.
Yes.
Are we including individuals who want to build as well?
So we are focusing on our key beachhead market, which is now primarily focused on construction companies, building contractors. And then that's why I stated when I was addressing our market opportunity, I did state that we did a bottom-up approach, estimating 16 million for the contractors and the building material suppliers. Expanding our market, we look at other markets like architecture and design, and then that will comprise up of our total market. For now, it is based on these 2 key segments only.
Okay.
Yep.
Because I want to understand why individuals are not included in our culture, and I'm sure you know what I'm about to say.
Great.
Because there are a lot of individuals who are doing projects, we'll say haphazardly a little bit,
Sure.
but if we're looking at in terms of volumes,
Sure.
right? You want to look at your revenue, that if I want to achieve my revenue, yes, I want to target the contractors and all of that, but how am I bringing some of these people in? Because even if the revenues are lower from them, the volumes can come from there. So I want to understand why.
Great. So on our key metrics, you did realize that we indicated active, but I don't know why it's not moving. It's not moving, please. Okay, that's fine. So on our key metrics, we indicated that we are estimating 12,000 sellers, not necessarily suppliers, but then sellers through the platform. And then when we came to the buyer side, we were looking at buyers in general, looking at involving individual buyers. Apparently, that is where we started with our entire customer focus. But then through customer discovery, we realized that in terms of viability, the building contractors, because of the volumes that they deal in, was a viable market for us to start with, and then expand onto these other segments, which we used in our estimation, in the estimation of our market value. Yes, please. That is how we did our market value, bottom-up approach. Yeah.
I think that's a wonderful idea.
Thank you, sir.
I also buy in the fact that, you know, if you also focus on individual construction too, I think you go a long way, because why would big construction corporations want to use you to get their materials, whilst they can go to the main suppliers and, you know,
Yes.
probably get discounts on, you know, because
Yes.
I mean, if I'm building a 13 floor office complex, and I can go to Jata Cement and probably order, let's say, 5,000 cement bags, and I can
Yep.
get discounts, why will I use your app?
Yep.
But I mean, if you focus on the individual constructions, I mean, these are individuals that they are seeking to build their homes, and, you know, they might not have the total money available to, you know, do the housing, so they might want it in bits.
Great.
So I think, you know, you can also look at
Thank
that.
you.
But, you know, my question is, why would these big corporations want to use you to get
Yes,
their
and that is where I'm
other
coming
than
to.
just going
So apparently, this is not just about the platform development. The ultimate goal is an ecosystem for the entire construction industry of Ghana. Why do I say so? So it's a platform where we will have manufacturers and distributors on one side of the platform, and then medium-scale building material suppliers who are also on another side of the platform. So a medium-scale building material supplier can outsource products from these distributors and manufacturers on the platform. And then the reason why these people want to be there is that, for example, if you are a supplier on this platform, you get access to real-time data insights. Let me give you a typical case scenario. If you are a supplier, a contractor coming on the platform will create a project, doing their material scheduling and then labor, everything. So you get to know that this contractor is constructing project A, needing materials A, B, C. And then you as a supplier selling material B, using unique algorithm matching, products that you are offering will be linked to the contractor who is also in need of these same products. And as a result of that, suppliers will get to generate more revenue because of the direct targeting without necessarily having to spend anything on ads. So the unique algorithm matching will solve that problem. Thank you.
Okay, and just like in a couple sentences, just for time,
Great.
what is the current state of your solution? Is it?
It's MVP development with engagement with supplier relationship in process, as well as some contractors on the board.
Okay, so some are on the platform already, or on?
No, it's MVP. We are still finalizing our MVP, and then we've engaged them as part of our customer discovery processes, engaged them, and then asserted their willingness and readiness to implement the idea upon validation. Great.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right, shall we put our hands together one more time for William Riafe, Builders Echo. Next, we have Mneri Agric. This is a company that produces eco-friendly menstrual pads made from banana plant fiber. The company aims to promote sustainable agriculture while aligning with various sustainable development goals. Michaela Thaxton.
Hi, I'm Manette, the co-founder of Mneri Agric. Did you know that more than 2 billion people menstruate every month, yet over 1 billion don't have access to sanitary products? And did you also know that Ghana is the second largest country to produce banana and plantain? But despite Ghana being a leading banana producer globally, a lot of young girls in rural areas faces menstrual challenges. And this diminished educational opportunity. For this reason, that is why Mneri Agric comes in to use abundant banana producers, the high cost of sanitary pad and environmental pollution by the other conventional products further worsen the problem by utilizing abundant banana producers globally. we can produce affordable by high quality sanitary products to reduce school absenteeism, sustain environmental sustainability, and promote overall performance of women productivity. Our value proposition: our product is eco-friendly and biodegradable because plastic takes 500 years to decompose, while biodegradable products like Mneri pad breaks down in just 6 months to 2 years. Our products will be affordable and accessible to especially those in rural area. And the comfort and hygiene aspects of our products will be very hygienic. We can use our raw material and waste to produce animal feed, to produce adult and baby diapers, produce disposable bowls out of it, and also produce organic fertilizer. Our social impact: it will create employment for those in rural area, the farmers and women in urban city as well. Our target market. Do you know that female in Ghana constitutes about 17.12 million, and menstruation population also is about 9.3 million. Now, Mneri pad is targeting at least 10% of the menstruation population. That is 923,355. And our target group will be those in JHS and SHS, because we have people that have their brands already. So we will go for this kit, that is JHS and SHS, to grow with them. And also with families with low income. Yes, and we have some community that we've already engaged with. That is, we travel to Kowu, Musheshe to talk to them about the product, and they encourage us that they are willing to purchase from us. Our competitive analysis: our product is eco-friendly, as I say, because it's biodegradable, and our price compared to other brands in the market, our price will be 11 cedis, would repair to 0.71 USD. And our level of PhD will be 4.5, because we don't want a situation whereby somebody will use our pad and get some irritation under there, because there's already acidic that is natural over there. And the number of the packs in our own will be 13 instead of the 10 and the 12 that we have in the market. Our business model: our sales channel will be both online and pick-outs. We also collaborate with the health centers and supermarkets to sell our product to them. Our distribution channel will be both online and pick-up points. And we also run online advertising, that is the social media, and we also partner with influencers to advertise our products. We will also go to schools and have interaction whereby they will also feel part of our product. And our partnership will also be NGOs, that is women groups that focuses on women's health. And we also have other corporate institutions that they normally want to buy it in small small prices or cheaper prices to distribute to people. Our financial projection: by 2025, we are projected that every month Mneri pad will produce 5,000 quantity of the pad, and with a selling price of 0.1, that will give us a total revenue of 3,550 USD, which will give us a 42,600 USD by the close of 2025. And by the close of 2029, we will scale up our production to 15,000 every month. That will give us 426,000 USD by the close of 2029. What we are asking for? We are asking for 40,000 USD. 50% will go to plant and machinery. 25% will also go into operating and expenses, and another 25% will go to marketing expenses and regulatory and miscellaneous. How it works: we collect the raw material, that is the pseudostem. After that, we do the fiber extraction. After you extract the fiber, you do the production. That is where we figure in where to, either we take the heavy flow, other we also take the lighter flow, and the panty liners that ladies we normally use. And we check the quality assurance of the product. Then we do our packaging and do the distribution. So this is how...
We're at time, so just wrap it up, okay?
Thank you. So, as you can see, we went to farm, get the pseudostem, and also try to extract the fiber ourselves. Thank you.
Over to you, judges.
So, do you have customers, and is there anyone that's committed to buying or testing your products?
Yes, we've talked to a lot of people because sanitary pad is a big issue to so many parents, and all those that we contacted them, they are willing to buy it as soon as it is cheap and the quality also is on standard. Thank you.
I think this is a wonderful idea. I mean, as you started, you stated that most women don't get access to sanitary pad, and it results in absenteeism, and some due to low finances. But I mean, when in your presentation, I didn't see where you projected the financial projection. I think you only spoke about the quantities that you'll be selling, but I didn't see the revenue streams, how much you'll be getting for
okay, so in every one pack that we sell, as in one pack, we get a profit of 4 Ghana cedis. We have estimated it to sell it as 11 Ghana cedis because fortunately for us, our raw materials is even a nuisance to some of the farmers. Yeah, so we have projected that every pack that we sell, we get 4 Ghana cedis with a selling price of 11 Ghana cedis.
How many parts are you expected to sell in a month?
In a month, we are expected to sell 5,000 units of pad, Mneri pad. Because a lot of schools, and we are fortunate that Ghana women are more than the men. So as soon as we scale up, we know definitely we'll break through.
And this will be my last question. In your video, it looks like you just went to a nearby, plantation to get the sucker for the raw material for the products. If you intend to sell like 4,000 pieces in a month, do you have a plantation in place that you can get the suckers, the ready suckers, or the raw material available?
Oh yes, every year Ghana produce about 3 to 4 million tons of banana and plantain. And especially when you go to Agro side, that is where they produce much of the banana and especially plantain. After they done with the fruits, the trees are just there lying down, and even they are willing to get somebody to just dash it to the person. So we definitely get our raw material. Our raw material is not a problem. Thank you. We just finished our prototype, so we are waiting for us to finish our program. Then maybe we go to the FDA to see how best they can help us to get everything done before we take off. Yes, we act. Yes, we asked for 40,000 USD in the sense that we are now coming, so we want to grow. Yes, so with that 40,000 USD, we'll use 50% to purchase the machine. The machine is in ranges, but because we are the new coming in, we want to grow. So we use the 50% of that amount to purchase a machine. It's a full set. Then the 25% will go to the expenses and the marketing aspect. We are looking about 500 USD because already we've extracted the fibers, we've done it. So maybe when you go to the FDA and they ask you to pay this, that is what now we are looking at. Thank you. You're welcome.
Shall we put our hands together, ladies and gentlemen? Mneri Agric, Michaela Taxon. Do it one more time for her. Next, we have Proxy Fidelity.
Proxy Fidelity is a project management platform that helps Ghanaians in the diaspora to manage projects back home, addressing issues like fund misappropriation and lack of accountability. The platform provides real-time project tracking using cloud technology. Proxy Fidelity. I present to you Hayford Teria.
Because of our enclosed environment, I can't fly the drone, but I just want to give you a preview of what the drone is all about. I'll place it here for our distinguished judges. So it gives an area view. That's the whole idea. Thank you. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, panel of judges, my name is Hayford, co-founder of Proxy Fidelity Services. Let me tell you a short story. Once upon a time, there's Mrs. White. She is in the UK. And her nephew, Pafio in Ghana. Mrs. White has been sending funds to Pafio to the tune of £20,000 to build for her to coincide with her retirement plan. She came to Ghana unannounced. She asked of Pafio to lead her to her location, her intended property. Pafio couldn't go. There's no traces of a £20,000, neither the project nor the land. And that bettered the mistrust among Ghanaians in the diaspora who remit money back home for the purposes of undertaking project. And I present to you Proxy Fidelity Services. The problem we are solving, the motherboard is mistrust. But we took it further. We spoke to 150 Ghanaians in the diaspora who remit purposely monthly to undertake projects. And these were our fact-finding. Most of them is centered on funds misappropriation. When they send funds to their relatives and friends, these are the people that always receive the fund. And poor accountability and record keeping of the use of the fund. Then you go next to conflict of interest. Most of the Ghanaians in the diaspora want to have absolute control of their project. But because they are relative here, they want to earn commission on every building material. And at the same time, it leads to no privacy because every transaction is passed on to a family member. Most cases, they prefer not to pass through a family member. And the hassle of assembling a project team. And I present to you two-in-one solution, Proxy Fidelity Service. A remote management team coupled with technology. And the technology is, based on our market research, most of our customers say they don't want app. They want an online platform they can log in and track their project. And there's the interface of our website. You can Google Proxy Fidelity Services and you find this. And this is our interface. Customers are able to track all payments made on behalf of their projects, the use of body-worn camera. At the same time, that gives them first-hand conversation. So as I'm talking to you, if I have to submit this video footage to my client, she knows everything I said here. And the drone gives them an area view of the project. At the same time, the location of their land coordinates for verification. And there's the user interface as well too. The back end and the user interface as well. So we schedule projects and their timelines as well too. What makes us special? Because we listened to the problem and we did a good business design, We went and they told us that they need a first time. They don't know discretionary footage. They need unedited raw footage. And because of that, we went with body worker. Previously, we were using our mobile phones. And we went further. That's an area view of a landed property a client bought at Bedu last week, 50 acres of land. And that's our website. And you can see we don't use cash transaction. For accountability, record keeping, and transparency, we use bank payment only for all our transactions. This is to give the client update of all payments made. So if you are buying materials from a supplier, we pay through the internet banking, which our local bank is GT Bank. They are able to track all payments made on their behalf. This is a demonstration, but because of time, I'll skip. And there are several articles to support the problem. Our very own TikToker, Mr. Santua, was a culprit to that. And our target market are Ghanaians in the diaspora who remit monthly. It's not every Ghanaian in the diaspora who remit. Some Ghanaians have cut ties with the country, but these are people who have Ghana as their home. They remit monthly for the purposes of building a second home, generating income from it as well too. And this is a 49 billion per annum. Africa alone received remittances of 49 billion per annum from the World Bank. And Bank of Ghana said that Ghana received $4.5 billion per annum. And Ghana is the second highest country in the sub-region that receives the highest number of remittances. And our sum is because of 140 million Africans in the diaspora, 3 of them are Ghanaians. And our market, 1%, and out of the 4.5, 3 billion is intended for property development. We are targeting only 1%, and that alone gives us $30 million. This is our business model, a B2C and a B2B. How we make money through our technology subscription, service fee, commission, and rentals. To date, 2022, we've had 86 customers, and we've generated revenue of 25,100. And these are some of awards and recognition we've received from CIMET, GIZ, and proof of payment of customers using our platform and using our service from Royal Remit as well as bank transfer. And being recognized by National Entrepreneur Innovation Program. And this is a recent client's property. That land guards were trying to take it. It's part of our service, do facility management, and we swooped in and arrested them, and the case has been dealt, and the client's property is intact. Our milestone, we started in 2022, and currently we've been able to sign an MOU with the local contractor. He specializes in road construction. By most time, he gets building projects, and he wants to outsource those projects to us. Our marketing and sales strategy, because most of our clients are in the diaspora, digital marketing is a go. But as I speak, 86 of our customers are all referrals. And what makes us special? All projects are insured. Because of time difference, customers have a dedicated relationship manager. They can track and trace police background on all artisans we bring on board. Our impact and goal.
Okay, we need to wrap it up.
Sure, please. I'm a person of disability. I have ADHD. So we built a business model around disability because I didn't strive in the private sector. And I'll ask of 150,000 with a projection of 2.4 million cedis. How the funds will be used, office, concrete mixer, and technology improvement. Our future is to have 50% of the market share. Last year, we were able to make 104,000 Ghana cedis. Our partners and some of our services. Okay. And a customer review.
Okay, we're
the team. Thank you.
Thank you.
We started 2021, but for our certificate from Registrar General, we got it in February 2022.
Okay, so what are your revenues to date?
To date, for this year alone, we've generated revenue of 200,000 cedis in SS.
Okay, and then in your costs?
The cost of operating. Currently, we broke even last 2 months.
Okay.
So because it's a new business model, we're learning on it. And when you go to our social media handle, we just put a snippet of our awards. We don't post our entire work. The reason why, I'll give you the reason why. I've run a business before and I've failed. And the experience we got for me is that we rush to launch when we haven't learned on the job. Okay. So we wanted to learn on the job, and we are ready to learn on, we've already learned on the job. So now we need the investment for us to expand. So all these machines that you saw here, in excess of 50,000, we bought it for our internally generated revenue.
So how much do you need, and which exact tools are you looking at getting?
Our ask was $150,000. Okay. And I was happy when you said you're a project manager. Concrete, self-loader concrete mixer is in excess of $30,000. Okay. And
Hello?
Office space, the experience, as I say, back to the experience.
Hello?
The experience we had was the place we were renting, my former field business. The owner sacked us, and he wanted to replicate the kind of business we were doing. So my dad has a 5-bedroom. It's left with roofing, and want to complete it. He has given it to us to run the business. And at the same time, to the technology development, on an average drone footage and body-worn camera, the size minimum is 1.5 gig. And we need a big cloud service that can store, and it's very expensive. So these are where the funding goes to.
Thank you.
So, just very quickly, because we're way over time, how do you go out, or do you have people who go out for you, all set up like you are, and you have like a few drones or just one drone?
So currently, with our affordability, we're able to afford one drone for now. It's because it's tech, and we work from our various homes. I bought laptops for the entire team, router for the entire team, mobile phone for the entire team, data. So if you're able to get an office space, we'll be able to converge and reduce our cost. But the drone, what we do is that if in a month, we get an average 4 to 5 projects. And one thing about construction is 4 to 5 projects per month doesn't mean you complete it in a month. It goes beyond that. So what happens is that each project, every stage, the team that I displayed, our structure engineer, he has all the engineering work. So he goes with the team plus a supervisor. We take the daily footage, and the body-worn camera, we've bought 2 plus chesty. So these are able to help. But the drone footage takes all the projects that we work on because of affordability.
Okay. Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Hayford Tyria, Proxy Fidelity. Let's put our hands together for him.
All right, finally. Gradually. Dolcevita Chocolates. It is a luxury and all right, it is a luxury artisanal chocolate brand that focuses on creating joyful and memorable experiences with handcrafted chocolates. Their product ranges from personalized bars to spreads, targeting corporate clients, gift shoppers, and chocolate enthusiasts. The company seeks to elevate the chocolate experience with a farm-to-table production model, ensuring high-quality products. Ladies and gentlemen, Dolcevita Chocolates, I present to you Ivy Lawson.
Hello. My name is Ivy Lawson, and I love chocolates. The problem that we have for our statements is because the consumer demand for personalization, which we don't have in Ghana, most of the companies that they are doing chocolates. So those are one of the things. And then lack of high quality direct to consumer options. And then we also have the growing market demand. And consumers crave personalized indulgence experience that aren't available in local stores or through standard but I can't see very well from here. So those are one of the reasons. And then our solutions is to make more personalized artistical chocolates. And we also want to do direct to consumer platforms and exclusive experiences for our customers. Our unique selling value proposition, Dolce Chocolates offers streamlined farm-to-table chocolate production, ensuring minimal effort and maximum flavor in every premium artisanal bar. Our target is for the corporate clients, which are 15%, aphrodisia chocolate 25%, and then we have the tourist and visitors event planners. We also have gift shoppers and chocolate enthusiasts. These are the product ranges that we have. We are asking for $250,000. We want to use some of the funds for us to have solar company of sorry, the word is not coming again. Yes. Yes, the factory, we run the factory for the solar electricities, and we also want a new factory for the chocolates. The aphrodisia, we have got a lot of natural aphrodisiacs for Ghana that we can use, and it's very interesting. Our milestone is with it started operations in 2019 and then now to 2021 and then 2023 September, and now we have up to 2024 December our MOU to supply Société Générale. In fact, during the customer service time, we paid a lot of chocolates for Société Générale. And we are also buying people from outside who wants to do weddings and other projects. So a lot is happening. Our market size, global chocolate market is $421 billion in 2023 dollars, and we have the DT e-commerce growth, which is 25% year-to-year artisanal chocolates. Our market validation is for the colleges and students and people who love chocolates, who want to understand about chocolates. And then we also want to design with experts' inputs and feedbacks. And then our competition in the market. We are customized chocolates. We are part of in Ghana. And then chocolates, eco-tourism also. Aphrodisia chocolates is not coming too much in Ghana. Our revenue model is B2B and B2C. Our market and strategy is digital marketing, referrals, and sales promotion. And company sales traction is for 2024 now is we are about 100,000 Ghana cedis, and we are going. And I'm the founder and CEO, IVA Lawson. Kwabena is production and quality control. Caroline is business development marketing. And then Portia Bura is admin and operations. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ivy Lawson. Judges, have your seat.
Perfect, thank you. I tried your chocolate and it's great, thank you. So you listed in your milestones that you had 40K in sales, I believe, in 2021. That's
Yes.
correct. What have your sales been since?
In fact, every 25% every year.
Increasing.
Yes, increasing, yes.
Perfect. And then you validated the market with talking to some college students, you said, but I noticed that in your target markets, you also listed corporations as a potential market. Have you tested it with them? Have you spoken with them?
Yes, in the corporates, they use a lot of chocolates when they are having their customer services time, and that's what they give it to a lot of customers. And apart from that, in fact, somebody who does glasses, and she also bought some for his customers. So you can imagine, we have people across. It's not, and then we have also chocolate for children whose birthdays. We also give them some chocolates. Those are the ones that I give out for in the morning, yes.
And you said you had an MOU secured with Societal General Bank?
Yes.
Is that correct? So they've agreed to pay for 5,000 bars when they're
Yes, we've already paid 4,000 already. This is about a month ago.
Okay. And so your next step, you've got the land.
Yes, we have a house that we want to change into the factory. And the place where the chocolates is coming is very good for us because it's not too far from where we buy the materials in Tema. So basically, that's a very good place. From at Circle, we have a hub, and at a hub we have a kitchen area, and we cut that side and we use it for chocolates now.
So you are looking for investment to expand?
Yes.
Okay. In terms of expansion, what you said you get orders from the corporate
yes.
companies. Going into the future and saying I need 250,000 to expand. Now, if you get 200,050, you may be able to build the factory in say 6 months, a year. What are the projections from there in terms of the revenues that we are looking at? Because if you're saying you're supplying 5,000 pieces of chocolate, this is normally companies do events maybe quarterly, half yearly, and
yes.
all of that. What are you targeting in terms of the future after expanding your operations like that?
Okay, we are, in fact, Society General wants us to do work with them for 2 years from now.
So how often is the supply? If they say supply 5,000, how often?
It's every quarter.
Every quarter.
Every quarter. And then apart from that too, we are also selling some of the chocolates in Nigeria because they just ordered some chocolate from us, about 1,000 bars.
Okay. When you do
for funeral.
When you do these pre-orders, are they pre-financed?
Pardon?
When you do the pre-orders, are they pre-financed?
Sometimes they do give us about
a certain percentage.
Yes, some percentages, and then sometimes so we have to use our money to finance. Yes, please.
That's fine. Thank you.
Thank you.
I think they deserve a resounding round of applause. Even a standing ovation could do. Brilliant ideas, brilliant business models, brilliant innovations. Please, let's do it much better for them. Thank you so much. Humbly resume your seats. At this moment, we would want to take a word or two from our judges. So far, how far?
Okay, I just want to make sure, Urban Green Gardens, are they not pitching?
Say that again.
Urban Green Gardens, are they not pitching?
No.
Okay.
Yes.
Just want to make sure. Okay, yeah, I just want to say extremely well done, everyone. It's, as I mentioned before, you're tackling some really pressing problems, and I think that's really inspirational. I think as a general word of advice, having seen thousands of 5-minute pitches in my career so far, when you're tasked with a 5-minute pitch, it's really, really important to limit that problem definition phase to like 30 seconds. A lot of you spent 1 to 2, even more minutes defining the problem, leaving you so little time to talk about the stuff that we actually need to hear in order to know if you've talked to your customers, what you've done to gain traction so far, how you're executing on your solution, what the revenue model looks like, and all that. So my main feedback for the future is just to practice really concisely defining your problem so that you have that time as much as you can to really go into those details that the judges are going to want to hear. I think that's my main feedback.
I completely agree with Joanna. They were fantastic pitches, and I think that they're all feasible, so you've definitely made our decision difficult. And I guess one piece of feedback I would give is to lessen the amount of information on each slide. Again, with a 5-minute pitch, it's hard for us to digest everything on the slide when it's very heavy. So just lessening that so we can really focus on what you're saying, because that's what we're really focusing on what you have to say about your business. So yeah, thank you. You've made our decision difficult, and I'm looking forward to seeing all your businesses grow.
Thank you to everyone as well. I think, just like she said, I have very close markings on my sheet for everybody, so everybody's idea is definitely great. For me, I'm looking at it from an investor perspective, and I always say that because you are the business owner, you are the founder, it's an interesting idea for you. You would defend it. You would tell me that I can make the numbers and all of that, but if I'm sitting on the other side, I'm looking at it like, will I buy the product? Will I buy the product at the price you are giving to me? Will I put my money in the product? How long will it take for me to get my money back? So depending on all those indicators, yes, I think everybody's business idea is really great, and we're going to try and come up with the best, but I see that everybody has a very feasible idea. Continue at it, keep at it. Even if we don't think you should win, I think everybody has something that eventually is going to get there, and already some of you are already running anyway. So I think we should just keep at it. We are definitely going to succeed. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, our panel of judges. And for this session, we had Joanne Tynos as a judge. Let's put our hands together for her. We equally had Megan being a member of the panel of judges. Let's put our hands together for her too. And then Mrs. Jennifer Ichan Osei. Let's put our hands together for her from PwC Ghana. Finally, Odenehun Prince. Let's put our hands together for him too. I'm seeing Reverend Johnny Okwe. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. At this moment, we will soon be going out to fill the tummy. I mean, a lot has gone into this. So much energy lost within a few minutes. But then before we do that, we would want to hear from our host on what is next after this. So let's put our hands together as we welcome Mr. Kingsley Pinkra.
A quick one, we already finished, so a quick one for us to go. So as you have been told, lunch is already served. So as usual, you just have to climb upstairs for your lunch. We should have had 3 sessions today, but it's unfortunate time is already gone. So this is how the next session is going to be. We are going to have 1 session all combined with the others. So right after you are done with your lunch, we are just giving ourselves 30 minutes. We should be done with it and you come back here. As soon as you are done eating, just come back here for us to continue with the session. We have data bank and OMS who they'll be taking us through the bit of investment as you have been told. And we have PwC as well who will also be sharing a bit about mentoring. After which there will be some minutes interactive session on that. Then we do the graduation. So we are not going to have a night activity today. We are combining all so that by 5, 6, hopefully we should be done then. Then we leave here. So just bear with us. So we are combining all sessions together. We could also see that there are a lot of people in WAMAS, the UDS people, and to avoid we incurring costs from others, we have been restricted to use. It's unfortunate we didn't plan for a cheat, a coupon or something for us to use for our lunch. But we need to grab one. We have just made an indication on a plain sheet. Just grab one for yourself, then you go for your lunch. You may not be given if you are not having one. So just try as much as possible to avoid the UDS people also going to eat our food. So in 30 minutes, we are coming back to continue with all sessions. See you soon.